I challenged myself in this video. In today's mission, I'll fly the rank 3 Navy fighters with two goals. The primary is to survive the battles. I cannot be splashed by bandits or I fail. The secondary goal is splashing 5 bandits during the battles, giving 5 attempts to each fighter. Will I be able to do it? Which one will prove to be the best rank 3 Navy fighter? Follow me so we shall find it out. Weapons free! Salute and welcome to the Fighter Driver channel. I'm Gabriel Oliveira, the Fighter Driver, and let's get to our first attempt with the F6F-5N Hellcat. Very powerful with two 20mm cannons, but relatively slow and with a poor climb rate. I'd trade those cannons for more speed. To be fair, its roll rate isn't so good as well, especially at high speeds. My intention was attacking the Messerschmitt 264, but the Messerschmitt 262 escorting them attacked me, and now I must keep them engaged. If I turn my back on them, they will certainly come for me, and they are fast, way faster than me, so I must keep them at aim and discourage them to try a head-on pass so I can survive this merge. He ends giving up the fight against me, and an ally splashes them down. Too bad we couldn't splash the bomber, so moving on. Now we have a BF-109 and that was engaging an allied. They seem to be damaged and I have their 6, so I go for it. The damage was too much or something else happened. They couldn't turn into me and I get the splash. Then the mission is over and the primary goal is achieved with only one splash for this attempt. Second attempt, I dive over the NB162 and splash it. Then I use a descendant spiral to engage the PB-4Y, trying to sneak towards our base for their bombing run. I cannot let it happen. But if you're trying to splash a bandit flying very low, you'd better splash them at once, or if you fail, climb and look for situational awareness. That's exactly what I'm not gonna do and will pay the price because of it. Tactical mistake made here. So I fail my mission on the second attempt. Next one coming. Before we go on, I want to say thank you all for the support you're giving to the channel. We're 68 people here on YouTube and 80 on Instagram. And if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, I invite you to join the Fighter Driver community by subscribing to the channel and to our profile on Instagram, dropping your like and your comments to this video, and sharing this video with your friends who like War Thunder and aircombatsim. You will be very welcome to join us, and by the way, we're very close to reach 100 subscribers. We count on you to accomplish this mission. Third attempt, we start attacking the B-25J and get them crit, but can't splash it. Then we go after the P-8 and get it splashed on the second pass. Later on, I attack a second P-8 and get splashed by their defensive guns, so I fail the mission. You see, attacking a bomber in a pure pursuit approach is very dangerous, so another tactical mistake made here. Fourth attempt, I have this Hornet flying around and using similar tactics as me, using speed and angels to keep air superiority and splash my allies. And I have a problem here because they are fast, way faster than me. just like the Messerschmitt 262. So as I can't run from them, I must keep threatening them to survive this merge. So they come for another head-on pass, I fire burst and start jinking. Now if I can execute a rolling scissors right, maybe I can make them overshoot and escape, but they got my right wing badly damaged. Other bandits join the fight. There are no allies flying high with me as they are getting themselves killed engaging in dogfights at low altitude. So I fail again. Fifth and final attempt with the F6F. 3 bandits and 4 allies engaged in a furball. I try a boom and zoom pass looking for opportunity shots, but with no intention to engage into this furball. My real target is the BBJ coming after them. So I just fly over them using my speed and fire a head-on burst against the BBJ before jinking and climbing for safety. I get them crit with that head-on burst, and the damage was enough to ensure the splash without the need for a second pass. Now a Yak 3 in front of me, apparently unaware of my presence, so I come closer, he realizes I'm there and starts turning.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
But I managed to hit a burst on them and get them crit, so I engage in a rolling scissors trying to get their 6, but then a B-25 bomber engages me and I have to jink. So as I have no wingman to cover me, it gets ugly and I fail again. So 5 attempts, I survive only once and don't get even close to the secondary goal. But with the F4U-4 Corsair, the situation is gonna be way different. The F4U-4 has the same 6.50 cows from the previous versions, but it's way faster due to its engine improvements and it's more agile as well. Its climb rate is also fantastic and it will make all the difference. In my first attempt I have some bombers ahead, closest and lowest one being the Sterling, and I go after them, keeping an eye on the KI-44 and A-36, which can be a threat to me. As I get closer to the Sterling, the A-36 engages an alliance below and gets dangerously close to me, so I have an advantage position and engage them. I get them crit and we engage in a rolling scissors as they try to force a one-circle fight against me. But I reverse it into a 2-circle fight, and in the first opportunity I use the acceleration to get them. Splash 1. So now I'll go after the bombers as my first objective as a fighter is preventing the attacking force from hitting our forces on the ground. Remember I said going on a pure pursuit is a bad idea? So here I'll use a different tactic which is easier to be done with the Corsair for its incredible speed, acceleration and climb rate. I dive below the bomber, getting as much speed as I can get, and then when I am close enough, I just climb below them, shooting at their bellies. It confuses the bandits about your intentions and makes it harder for them to shoot back as you maneuver with some offset positioning. Splash 2. Right after, I go after this BV-238, but an allied splashes them first. In the sequence, I have a Messerschmitt 264 at 4 o'clock low, so I do the same. Use my altitude advantage to dive below them, getting as much speed as I can, dive below them with some offset position in relation to their flight path, and when I'm about 0.75 miles and closing, I climb for a belly burst. Get them crit and still have the energy to turn around, reposition, and come for a second boom and zoom pass.
We captured the airfield. Now we need to hold it.
Splash 3. Now I go after that B-25J. I don't get them from below, but keep the offset position to attack them by their flank. I get them crit and prepare for a second pass from below.
The enemy is capturing the airfield. We can't let them keep it.
But the damage was too heavy during the first pass and it's torn apart in the sky. Splash 4. We just need one more bandit splashed so we get the Bravo Zulu radio call, so I keep pushing. B-18A crit, I prepare for another pass and get the radio call, but the mission is over. Holy cow, I was so close.
Suffered a defeat.
Second battle on, and I have two enemy bombers, 12 o'clock low, but some allies are already over them. The allies splash the bandits before I can reach them, so I immediately climb looking for altitude and to start the sweep pattern again. This battle was interesting because many bandits tried to engage me, first that Ju-87, but they disengage.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Then a P-47, which also disengages. Then a P-63, same story. And then a BF-109, and that one almost gets me. They were very close and I wasn't so fast, but the only chance I got here was keeping the ascendant spiral, forcing them to lose energy and stall. They even managed to land some hits on me, but I can reverse the situation and splash them down, all thanks to the Corsair's amazing engine power and roll rate. Later on, I try a boom and zoom pass against that P-17 bomber. Bad positioning as I must get on a pure pursuit. Get them crit but not splashed. In the end, primary goal achieved and 2 bandits splashed. Let's try another one. Third attempt, we start diving over that Messerschmitt for 10 on a pure pursuit. We've learned it's not the ideal. There was no room for the bell check. Splash 1. B-17 and PE-8 at 1 o'clock very low. When the bandits are flying formation like that, always go for the last one first. If you go for the leader, you give the other ones room for repositioning and attacking you. He jinx and many other bandits are coming behind us, so I climb, reposition, and look for situational awareness, waiting for a better opportunity which comes with that P-61C, so I fall over them. The PE-8 even tries to turn into me and engage, but no way. Hold these ones for me, my pal. Splash 2. P-51 engaging my allied bomber, so I engage them, give them a burst even if out of a gun solution, but it makes them jink and try escape route, so I get my goal and save my bomber, immediately climbing for safety. DB-3B 11 o'clock high, let's go for a bell check. Get them crit and they even try to engage me into a dogfight, but no way, my pal. I used the vertical, managed to end over them, and then drop for a boom and zoom. Hold those for me. Set them on fire, splash 3. Primary goal achieved, 3 bandits down. Fourth attempt. B-17 1 o'clock high, let's go for a bell check on them. Get them crit, so I maneuver for a second pass. Splash 1. It was nice that my wingman stuck with me in the beginning. Too bad they abandoned me looking for dogfights in lower altitudes later on. As we'll see, that will bring consequences for me later on. Another B-17 1 o'clock high, another bell check. and an allied FAF gets them splashed. Another B-17, another Bearcat. Then, as a reposition for another pass, a J2M who was escorting that B-17 before comes for me, and as my wingman had abandoned me before, I was caught low guard. So here comes my first and only primary goal fail with the Corsair, but we have the final attempt. Let's get to it. Final attempt with the Corsair. We have an F4U-1 unaware of our presence 12 o'clock low, so we go for them. I don't like to shoot at Corsairs, but that one is a bandit. So splash Corsair. PE2 attacking our base is 1 o'clock very low, so use a downward spiral to go after them. Look at the speed, I'm almost hitting Mach 1 with this thing. Of course in realistic mode it would be close to tearing apart, but that's another story. Splash 2. PVY5 Catalina, 11 o'clock high, let's boom and zoom them. Get them crit, but that one will be the die-hard of this battle, so we need some more passes.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
In the end, we splash the bandit, but the mission is over. Primary goal achieved and 3 bandits splashed. So you see, the Corsair is pretty much capable of accomplishing this mission, and in the end, I feel it deserved it. I got so close. But we have a third warbird in rank 3 to try, the Grumman F8F-1 Bearcat. The thing is, this video is getting too long, so the Bearcat will come in the part 2 of this challenge. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, then you don't miss it. Also leave us a comment telling us, do you think we will get the 5 bandits splashed with the Bearcat? Would you like us to try again with the Corsair? I wanna know your opinion. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked it, and if you did so, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends who like War Thunder and aircombatsim. I appreciate you who followed me so far. Salute, and I see you on the next mission.